So, I spoke to the intake person at the County Humane Society. I think her name is Emily. And I told her the whole situation, that we have extremists that are taking upon themselves to go and destroy life. That they would rather see something die than prove that, yeah, you can live indefinitely. Because remember, people denied my ideology, and the only way they can be right is if they destroy everything and then say, hey, we were right, we told you so, because we forced you to go see a doctor or a vet or something else. And so you have to realize that assist is not life-threatening. Assist is just something that needs to happen. Assist is assist. Okay? Going under the knife surgery is trauma to the body. You have to realize that. You have to feed the body and pull out the old program and let the body convert itself. You see, you have to realize that my dog is 12 years old in February. 12 years old. Even the intake person, Emily, was like, wow, she's 12 years old. And I told her what I was doing. I said, hey, she was declining in November. And I saved her ass. I bottle fed her meat, milk, veggies, the Vet RX milk supplement. Bottle fed her. She looks fucking amazing. Yeah, she has to deal with this fucking cyst, but that's okay. But I'll tell you, this is proof to you that we live in a satanic society. This is proof to you that when you actually are proving that something can live beyond what it was meant to pass away, that people can't fathom that. They think life is horrible. That's the people in our society that live a miserable life, that they have to destroy everything around it. Them. See, when people are suffering themselves, everything else gets condemned around them. They can't handle something living if they don't fathom that it's supposed to live. See, that's what's so crazy. That's the world that I live in. That's the world that I deal with. Okay? And so there's my puppy. She's still sleeping. She's still chilling out. I'll wake her up, but she needs to sleep. But I'm just like, I trip out. I trip out on the world out there. But that's okay. Because when you think about it, those that are questioning this methodology, this way of thinking, will put this information on the map. Because it has to. We've allowed death to rule us for so many years. We've allowed the satanic people of our society who love death, we let them flourish for such a long time. Now it's time to promote life, but in a balanced way. Not promote life to go and destroy life, because that's a lot of people in our society. They're here only temporarily, and then they want to go destroy everything around them, which is why we are in virtual community, why we are in virtual reality, because you don't know who out there is off their rocker, that when they see something they don't think should live, that they will go and destroy it. And so you stay away from people who are all about death and destruction and about always taking themselves to the vet, or the animal to the vet, or themselves to the doctor. Unless they don't know what they're doing, then they must go to the doctor or the vet. But if you know what you're doing and you've proven it through yourself, through your understanding of biology and physics, and food is the answer. It's not operations. It is not antibiotics. It is not anti-inflammatories. That is not the answer for life. That is actually the antithesis of life. But you see how brainwashed our society is. They're all about destroying something. They don't like diversity. They don't like things that look different. But you have to understand that when you go through a conversion process, it's not always comfortable. It's not always fun. Not everything is fucking unicorns and fucking rainbows and all that. Sometimes you have to go through a process. And because you don't feel comfortable watching something go through a process of evolution doesn't give you the right to go and destroy it. But people do. They think it's their right because they don't think it should be going through an emotional. Let me tell you, when people go through emotional, cathartic sequences, like a cold or a flu, or they have depression and they have to go and vent, you really think it's up to you to condemn them that they should pass away because you don't think that they should go through that emotional sequence or that evolutionary sequence? That's essentially what people are are advocating that anything that goes through any kind of change or evolution should be put down. That's the antithesis of the New World Order. The New World Order is really about evolution, but it's taking away those that can't handle evolution and change. And when you can't handle evolution and change, then everything to you, right, should not go through evolution and change at all. And now I understand why the New World Order is doing what it's doing. Now I get it. And I'm glad they're doing the climate change. I am so glad, because I'm telling you, I'm tired of dealing with the Satanists in our society who want to condemn everything to death. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them wanting to destroy life at any cost. That's fine, they want to destroy themselves. I could care less. But when you want to destroy somebody else or destroy an animal because you can't handle the evolutionary changes, whoa, maybe you have the problem. Maybe you can't handle life. Maybe you're projecting your satanic background. I'm not saying Satanism is bad or good, but I'm about promoting life and releasing it if it's detrimental. I don't wish and condemn death on anyone, but I'm happy that climate change is here, because it will test those that want to live to actually live, and those that don't want to live, they won't do anything different. They'll do the same thing over again and expect a different result. And it's not by my hand, it's the environment. You chose not to change, it's your fucking fault. But when you think about it, they'll never change. And I understand that's fine, but it will make my argument stronger, and it will prove my point that those that can't handle change want to condemn themselves to pass away, as well as everyone around them, and anything that looks like something different. That's the intolerance of our society. See, diversity isn't just about LGBTQ. You can't hijack that and think that that's your word. Diversity isn't only about ethnicity. Diversity is understanding that sometimes people can conquer death and they can still live, but they have to go through a process that you have used anti-inflammatories against, that you have drugged out, surgically taken out, whatever. Not everyone wants to be you. But that's the transition of our society, is that we don't all have to be the same. But I will still advocate the life for myself and the life for my dog. At 12 years old, she's still alive. At 12 years old. 12! My dog is 12 years old.